Hey guys, welcome back to GWiz Academy. In this video, we are going to learn how to set up tags for your e-commerce store using WooCommerce, right? It's extremely simple. Just watch this video till end. Don't skip or don't forward it. It is going to be an extremely useful and informative video, right? So to set up a tags, let's see what is the current state of our shop right now. If you go to shop here, let's say if I add this product into my cart, and if I go to checkout, there are two products in my cart. There is no tax being added, right, to my charges. I'm payable 36 rupees. So if you click on checkout, again, if the product quantity is 2, it's around 18 rupees. So if it's 2, then it's 32, and the final payable amount is also 36. So there might be a slight difference in how your store looks as of now, because first difference will be you won't find anything here under payment gateways. Here there you will find some error or something like that, because payment gateway is not set. And second is you will be having dollar in the currency. Right now I'm having Indian rupees, so you will have dollar, because before recording this video I have done some settings. So I'll explain you what exactly I have done. For first thing is you need to set up the currency, and second thing is you need to enable the payment option so that we can start working with this tax options as well. Else if you don't set up this payment, you will find some error over here, right? So for that, what we need to do, let's go ahead and see. The main motto will be we need to charge a particular amount as a tax, right? Based on your government rules and regulations, you need to charge tax, right? You need to collect it from your customer ads. So we need to charge customers tax. So how to do that we are going to see in this video. So let's go back to our dashboard, and yeah, this currency, how to change this currency. First thing is, let's say first you need to go to WooCommerce, and under WooCommerce you have this called as option settings. Under settings, first thing that you need to do is scroll down, and here if it is US dollar, change it to Indian rupees. If you're Indian, then you need to change it to Indian rupees. And based on your country, if you're in from US, you can just leave it as it is by default. And for if you're from any other country, then obviously you need to select your currency as per your country, right? And then currency position and these things are self-explanatory, and then you need to click on save the changes. And then once the currency is set, the currency will be updated throughout your e-commerce store. The second thing that you need to do is you need to go to this payment option, and here simply enable cash on delivery. This by default will be like this. So what you need to do, you need to enable this and hit save changes. Right now we haven't added any payment gateway over here. We will see how to add payment gateways in our future videos, but as of now, to work with the tax system, you need to tell WooCommerce that okay, we have started selling, so you need to collect tax and all those things. So this is the payment method I want to use. This is cash on delivery. This will not have any settings or complex settings. Just to get rid of that particular error, we just enable it as of now for temporary purpose till we start configuring our payment gateway. Just enable cash on delivery, right? So first thing is currency, second thing is cash on delivery, and the third thing is, if you see here, tax tab, I have this tax tab. But if you're configuring tax for the first time on your WooCommerce store, you won't find this tax tab. So how to enable this tax tab? Just go to general. Under general, you need to scroll down, and here you will find an option called as enable tax rates and calculation. Make sure that you have checked this box. If you uncheck this box and save changes, what happens is the tax tab won't appear, right? This is the default setting. So what we will do, we need to scroll down here and enable this tax settings and save the changes so that we get that tax tab, right? So we now have this tax tab, we can configure it. So what we need to do next is to start configuring your tax. Tell WooCommerce store that where the store is located. First is your store address. You can, or These things are optional, but make sure that you select your country and state correctly, right? If you're US or Australia or any other country, you need to make sure that you have selected your country and state correctly. And then under general option, you will have this option called as ship to all countries you sell and sell to all countries. If in case, if based on your business, you can select whether to sell to all countries or sell to all countries, except if you have any restrictions for certain countries, then you can select this option and you can mention those country names over here, right? It is like an excluded list or something, banned list or something like that. And if in case you are just selling to any specific countries, one or two countries or three or four countries, then if you have a limited list of those countries, then you can select this third option and select those countries list over here. Right now what I'll do is I'll selling to all countries and ship to all locations. Yes, if you have a physical products, then you need to make sure that you need to tell WooCommerce that yeah, if you are shipping to all countries, or you are going to ship to as specific countries only, or disable shipping or shipping calculations and all those things. This is useful for shipping rate calculation. So what you need to do, just leave it as it is, leave it by default, or just select ship to all countries or ship to all countries that you sell. This makes sense, right? So just wherever you're going to sell, you need to charge shipping rates. So now once these two options are set, and once this country and country state is selected, you need to save this. Perfect. So now we haven't started any tax configuration yet. So we have this tax new tab right now. Okay, so open this tab. Now here you will find two more options, two more links over will be there here, called as standard rates, reduced rates, or zero rates. So right now I have deleted those two, because you can have it here. If you scroll down here under tax options, additional tax classes, here you will have something called as reduced rate or zero. If you save it here, this will be the default state. You will find option something like this. So what I have done is, actually all these three are absolutely same, so we just can work with one tab. So I don't want these additional classes, so I have removed it and saved it, so that it should be very simple to understand, right? So first is tax options, second is tax class, right? So this is standard rates, so I'll work with this only. I just need one tab. And here, if you need more tax classes, then what you can do, let's say I'm in India, so I need Indian GST settings. So there are three taxes under Indian GST, so I'll configure Indian GST. And let's say if I need to charge citizens from US different tax rates, then I will configure multiple taxes for citizens in US. So what I'll do, US taxes, right? Now if I click on save changes, what you can see, Indian GST rates and US tax rates. So basically what this means is, we can configure different types of taxes and group it, so that it is easily navigatable and easy for navigation and to manage, right? So if I go here, I can manage US tax rates. If I go here, I can go and manage Indian tax rates. So what I'll do, I'll just have standard rates as of now, and in this video I'll just show how to configure tax, right? I don't want to make it more complex as of now, so I'll just delete these two and save. Let's see what are the other options that we have under tax options. First thing is prices entered with tax. So just tell WooCommerce that, do you enter price inclusive of tax, or do you enter prices of the product exclusive of tax? By default it will be no, I will enter prices exclusive of tax, so just keep it as it is. And then calculate tax based on customer shipping address, mostly based on where we are going to ship the product. That is what we use to calculate our tax. But in some countries or some regions, it might be different. Like you should be able to charge tax based on your shop location as well. So if in that case, you need to click on this option. But as of now, I need to charge. In India, we charge based on where do we ship the product, where the customer is from. Based on the customer's shipping location, we charge them. tax. So I'm selecting this option for now. And then shipping tax class, just leave it as it is. We will discuss that in shipping video. And then all these things we can just leave it as it is. Display prices in the shop, display prices during cart and checkout, all should be excluding tax. It makes it easier for customers to understand whether the tax is added or tax is not added and all those things. And then price suffix or display tax totals itemized, just make sure that it is itemized, and then click on save changes. Now once this tax options are configured, now let's go to our standard rates tab or link. So you will find some UI like this. Okay, so now what we can do, how to charge tax. This is where the video starts. This is where the actual work starts. Till now we just did our groundwork. So now what you need to do, just click on insert a row, and then here you need to add your country code. How do you find the country code? Simply click on this link, and here you will find all the list of all the countries, and then you need to select this second column, country code. So if I am in India, so I'll find it like, let's say if it is India, then the first column it is IN, so I need to enter IN. Based on your country you can enter the country code, and then the state is Telangana, so I'll select TS. Yes is the state code, right? And the zip code is fine. A zip code I don't need, or let's say even state code I will not add anything. I'll just enter Indian tax. So if a customer is from India, then state, no matter what state, no matter what zip code, no matter what city, no matter what city, zip code or state, I need to charge them 20%, and the tax name is Indian tax, and the priority is 1. And then I'll uncheck this box, and I'll add one more tax. Let's say I'll add US tax, United States, so US tax. So here, no matter what state in US or what zip code or what city, I will charge them 10% tax, and let's name this as US tax, right? It's just a dummy one. You need to name your tax as it is, the way government works. The legal name of the tax should be mentioned over here, and this is the tax rate where you mention it, how much you need to charge. And then what does this mean is, if the customer is from India, then they will be charged 20%, and if the customer is from United States, then the customer will be charged 10%, and the tax name is US tax. I'll uncheck this box as of now and click on save changes. Just make sure if the criteria are same. Okay, so don't worry about this priority, we will talk about this in later videos. I don't want to make it more complex. Fine, so we have now added 2 tags. Let's go ahead and check it. So let's open our store, and if I click on view cart, and here I have 3 products, so let's make it 1 product as of now, and then click on update cart, so that it will be 18 rupees. Fine, so I need to get charged 18. So as soon as you scroll down here, you can see now 20% of this 18 rupees is being billed to me, so that the final payment amount is 21.6. So here, what does this mean is, my e-commerce store knows that I'm from India, and that's why it is going to charge me Indian tax, right? And what if the customer is from US, United States? If the customer is from United States, see, as soon as the customer, because before checkout, the customer needs to, before placing an order, customer needs to add these details. So while customer is adding the detail, customer is selecting their shipping address. At that time, our WooCommerce calculation will happen in the backend, and it will understand that, okay, if the customer is from US, I need to charge US tax, and if the customer is from India, then I need to charge Indian tax. See, and what if the customer is from Iran or Israel or some other country, Japan, let's say Japan, there is no tax for Japan because we haven't added any tax rules for Japan, right? That's how tax is added in WooCommerce, and I hope you have understood this one. And you can play around with by adding multiple tax rules for multiple countries. Even for different states, for different zip codes, you can add tax conveniently. I will try to make one more video in depth for this tax purpose, where I'll take a case study of India, which I would recommend everyone to watch it, no matter which country you belong to, because in India what happens is we have three taxes. Basically it's a GST tax, but there are three small taxes that we need to collect, and there are different rules to charge when and how. So if you understand that, you can easily apply the same concept to all the taxes based on your country rules and regulations, right? I recommend you to watch that as well. If not, still this video is completely valid, and this is how we add tax in our e-commerce store, right? So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video with one more concept on WooCommerce. Thank you. Have a great day.